Hi, I'm on hold with the Australian government and I have to suffer, so I thought you could suffer through this as well. I just got an email from my accountant who said, I must have missed the email previously, I don't know. You have to get a company director ID by the 30th of November, otherwise it's $1,000 to, what is it, $26,000 fine or something, and 1 year in prison. Well, I don't want to go to the slammer.
Regarding the MyGovID identity strength, you'll need at least a standard identity strength to apply for your director ID.
Thank you. A standard identity strength. I've done now. Now what this is, I don't know, it's out of the blue. I've never...
Waiting. Your call has progressed in the queue.
Yay!
And will be answered by the next available service representative.
It's been progressed. 14-minute wait apparently. So yep, you've got to suffer too. That was their estimated wait time. So because I have a company, right? I have a proprietary limited company. I'm the director of a company. Apparently now, new rule. I don't know where it came from. If you do know, leave it in the comments down below. Might have to research it. But yeah, now we have to prove that, verify our ID as a company director. Everyone has to verify their ID apparently. And apparently the existing system that we've got, which is called MyGov, is not adequate. So they've got a new app, right? So to verify this ID, I have to get this new app. So here's the procedure. I've got to set up a MyGov ID. Let me move this over here. I've got to set up a MyGov ID, which is a new app, which I had to download to my stupid shoe phone. I hate doing stuff like this on my shoe phone, right? I've got, in addition to the existing MyGov app, which handles, like, you can tie everything into it. You can tie your Medicare and your...
Your call has
progressed in the queue. Yeah, so we've already got the MyGov app, which can tie in your health information and your tax information as well. I actually get my personal tax information through MyGov, but this isn't good enough. So they've got this new app, separate app called MyGovID. So I downloaded and installed that. Then I had to verify my identity with it. They couldn't tie it into the MyGov app, which already has I've proven my ID in. They couldn't tie it to that, no. So I had to upload my driver's license and my passport information. So I did all that. And it came up with an error. Oh, sorry, I can't show you the page, right? So I did all that, and then I put in my tax file number, and then it said, no, error. I've got to call them up. Something went wrong. Oh. So here I am on hold, and you've got to suffer too. So yeah, like, they make you do this on the phone, and then they make you jump through hoops. And I was able to then use a desktop to apply for this director ID, which I have to give to my accountant. And it's progressed again. There's other people who've just fallen asleep and just accidentally disconnected, and I'm sure they haven't solved their problem. But I'm on the hotline for this thing. Apparently, I think they got so many problems. There's a hotline just for this. This director ID. We have to now prove that we're a director, and it doesn't tie in with any of the other systems. It's ridiculous. So I had to put in passport and driver's license. Driver's license wasn't enough, so I had to do this separately, even though I've done all this sort of stuff for my MyGov thing. Donkeys years ago, and my Medicare info. That's they know who I am. And I've been operating this company for like 7, 8 years now, or something. And not a problem, but all of a sudden, I have to prove who I am. And it's ridiculous. So yeah, something went horribly wrong. So this is the step. I've got to set up the MyGov ID. So that's got to be done on your shoe phone. Apparently there is some other way to do it, like via mail or phone or something, Anyway, I don't know. So I downloaded the app. Yeah. Progressed in the queue again. There's been lots of information on this hold about how I have to provide multiple forms of ID, otherwise they can't do it and stuff like that. And then step 2, gather your documents. So I've got to get my tax file number, residential ID, tax bank account details the ATO has on record. So I have to get my bank account details as well, an ATO notice of assessment, right? Which I don't know, I have to dig through my accounting archives because my accountant gets those. APRA super fund, what? That's only if you're a company director of a super fund, which I'm thinking of doing soon because I have a self-managed super fund. I'm thinking about converting that to from an individual self-managed super fund to a company self-managed super fund. My accountant actually advises that's better for various technical reasons and tax reasons. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to have to go through this all again to prove myself, because I'll be then the director of two companies. The company that does the EEVblog stuff and the self-managed super fund. In the queue. So I did this apply online. So I thought, aha, I'm smart. I've done all the app. I've verified my ID and everything. So let me just shut that down. I verified my ID and whatnot, passport, driver's license. So I got into the MyGov app, was working. Then I tied it into this web portal. It was working. It was all looking good. Entered my tax file number. And then I got a code on the app, which I put in, and it all was looking good. And then, it failed. How to apply if you cannot get a MyGovID, live in Australia. What happens if we live in Australia and you didn't have a shoe phone? You can apply a phone. Yeah, okay. So I could have done all this. I probably should have done all this by phone. So now I'm going to, essentially, I wasted my time doing that on the app because they're probably going to go through this all online and I'm going to go through the manual steps anyway. So, yeah. So I need a PayG payment summary. Oh, God. A Centrelink is our social security stuff. I've never had social security. A dividend statement? Oh, may include. Okay, bank account details, notice of assessment. Oh, God. Okay, so I need a primary and secondary documents. I got those. So I got passport and driver's license ready. And then I'm going to probably have bank details as well to prove who I am. And then I get a director ID number. And then I've got to give that back to my accountant. Why? Yeah, it's probably some fraud thing or something like that, but why they can't tie it into the existing... They know who I am. I've been filling out... God, as if they didn't know who I am. I'm tied into every system they got. It's ridiculous. And yeah, so, yep, somebody, for some reason, they've implemented this new director ID thing, and this is the first time I heard about it that, I've got a couple of weeks left, otherwise I go to jail. Apparently. I don't know. Anyway, there you go. I'll update you in the comments down below if this actually is success. I mean, I've got to go to the gym. This better resolve in 15 minutes. Actually, I'm probably going to run out of time. I'm going to the gym in 15 minutes. So I bet you I get to this, and I'll probably have to keep doing it, like, on the way to the gym. I better pack now, actually. I'll wander to the gym. And, yeah, maybe I have to do it on the way. Stay on hold. Although if I go in the lift, then the reception drops out. I've done that before. I've been on hold with somebody, go down the basement car park, whoop, drops out. So anyway, that's my day. Wasted. How's yours doing? Catch you next time.